Hi, I'm Boomerang, and we are going to talk a little bit about Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth was an anchor for me through some of the darkest parts of my entire life. I've talked about it before, but I want to take time and explain what made Rooster Teeth so special for me. Despite what's happened with the company over the past few years, I've always held a deep place for Rooster Teeth in my heart. I grew up watching Red vs. Blue, and I was active on the Rooster Teeth forums. I even got some of those badges the staff would award to people, and I remember being so proud of it. I would fall asleep watching the Rooster Teeth Shorts DVD and listening to the Drunk Tank podcast as a kid. And when I lost my dad, I was only 10 years old, and I was taken out of public school, and I spent the next 8 years in private school in a room practically by myself for all of my non-college schooling. I had no friends and no one to talk to, but I had Rooster Teeth and a few other creators, but Rooster Teeth was a solid anchor there. Rooster Teeth made me feel a sense of community that I was desperately lacking. I always felt like I knew these people, and they were almost like friends. Bernie, Matt, Joel, Jeff, Gus, Nathan, Gavin, Jack, Michael, and so many others are ingrained into my mind. Their wit and their sense of humor is burned into my memory and has deeply shaped me on a personal level, even to this day. My show, Crash, was originally meant to be a Red vs. Blue spinoff. Back around 2011-ish, I even called Rooster Teeth's office to get permission to make a fan show. I was only 14, so it was stupid, but I was just craving a way of being noticed by them. And it's been 13 years since then, but I remember getting their phone number from the Rooster Teeth comic book that my mom had bought for me, and I called them a bunch of times and they never answered. But then one day someone did, and I think it was Marshall, but my memory could be off. I remember asking about making a fan show, and he paused and said, sure, let me go ask. And then after a brief wait, he came back and said, yeah, they said it'd be fine. And looking back, I feel like I should be a little embarrassed, but I'm not. I got to talk to them, at least kinda. And that moment is burned into my memory. I was over the moon. I love Rooster Teeth. I never watched Ruby, it was never my style, and I haven't even watched RVB past season 10, which might hurt my street cred as a real fan of Rooster Teeth, but I'm not making this to seem like the number one fan. I'm making this because after 21 years, Rooster Teeth is shutting down. And who knows, maybe they'll be back in some form. I certainly hope so. But with all the negativity surrounding them recently, I wanted to make this video. Not to complain or compare, but just remember what we had. And to remember what they mean to me. Because they meant the world. Bernie, Matt, Joel, Gavin, Jeff, Gus, Nathan, Jack, Michael. Anyone who kept that dream alive in the old days. If you're watching this, I want to say thank you. You couldn't have known how deeply needed your work was for a young boy in Virginia who thought he had nothing left. You kept me afloat all those years and made unforgettable content that I want to show my kids one day. I thank God for you all, and I hope you're all doing well. And that maybe one day I'll get the chance to tell you each in person how much your work has meant to me. Thank you all for the years of content. Your journey serves as an inspiration to me and to so many other people. From a simple short video all the way to an empire of content. Regardless of what the future holds, I know that there will never be another Rooster Teeth.